Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we are going to be talking about if there could be a part 2 to Further Adventures in Finance and Felony. I guess you would call this like a part 3 of the total kind of criminal enterprises DLCs if you include Executives and Other Criminals, Further Adventures in Finance and Felony. And then what we're going to be talking about today is another expansion in this kind of DLC theme. So I'm at E3 right now. That's why I can't cover any real Grand Theft Auto 5 current events. However, if anything does happen at the show, I will do my best to cover that. So for now, I thought it would be cool to talk about, again, another installment in the Further Adventures in Finance and Felony, Executives and Other Criminals DLC saga. So the reason I'm talking about this is for two reasons. One, the first of which, it just makes sense for Rockstar to possibly do something like this. Obviously, Executives and Other Criminals was extremely successful. Further Adventures in Finance and Felony was very successful, not only in terms of what it brought to the game, but as I'm sure, probably shark card sales for them. That was probably really great. And also some information from Fun MW2 that has kind of made it think that this is more and more likely going to happen. So he put out this tweet the other day. He said, "I'm not sure why, but in the files and in tunables, the code name for this update is Executive 1 or EXEC1. And he also states, "Is there a second part coming in the future?" ? That's really interesting because Rockstar always give nicknames or like code names to the DLCs for the files in game. For example, you've got MP Lowrider, you've got MP Hipster, MP Heist, MP Halloween, MP Christmas 1 and 2, MP Business 1 and 2. Those are just sort of the nicknames they give and the code names they give for the files in game. That way they don't have to have Further Adventures in Finance and Felony. And this one was called EXEC1. And that's interesting because of the singular releases that we've seen so far, like Lowriders and Business. It's never had a 1 attached to it, which is kind of interesting. So could that suggest that we may see an even further adventure into Finance and Felony? I'm not sure how Rockstar would title this or how they would ultimately go about doing that. FunMW2 also posted some information on the GTA forum site as well. So what he said on the GTA forum site is kind of similar to what he stated on Twitter with a little bit more information. So I'll touch on that right now. He goes on to say, well, in the files and in tunables, it mentions this update as EXEC1. And he goes on to say the code enable EXEC1 launch value in tunables is set to true. He states, why call it EXEC1? Is it part 1? Is there a part 2 coming in the future? Who knows? And he follows up by saying, after doing some research, the DLC codename is Executive 1. I'm actually not surprised. VIP have proved to Rockstar that it is a great move into improving Grand Theft Auto Online. So yeah, I basically has just stated what I said in the beginning of this video, and that the DLCs have done amazingly well for Grand Theft Auto Online. I've said that Executives and Other Criminals, this DLC, Further Adventures in Finance and Felony, and the Heist update were some of the best, I guess, DLCs added in the game. Again, that's my opinion, but that's also what I believe, and they were just so content and feature rich that they did so much for the game. So yeah, it does seem as if it's likely that a second rendition of Finance and Felony might actually happen. And this is interesting because there's also been a lot of things found in the files that suggest more content could be coming as a result of this DLC. So packaged within this update, we obviously know the 3 new vehicles, the 2 supercars and the sports car, the Grotti X80 Proto, you've got the P-Fister 811, and then the Dubachi 770. So we don't know if those are coming with, a Cunning Stunts DLC that's going to be released sometime down the line, or if Rockstar plans on doing something similar to how Lowriders Customs Classics was introduced, where week after week after week, 1 additional car is added into the game. I doubt they're going to be doing that. I don't really see the theme of why they would do that, but who knows? It's Rockstar. They can do whatever they want. They can choose to add whatever they want. So I'm not exactly sure what their plans are for those 3 cars, if they're planned for this DLC, another rendition of this DLC, or Cunning Stunts. We just don't know yet. Now, something else that was kind of interesting that was found by my good friend MrBoss are executive prizes inside of the files of this game. So these executive prizes are likely to be t-shirts that you'll get or unlocks later down the road. And again, thanks to my friend MrBoss, we can see what these are. One of them was already unlocked. It's the Don't Cross the Line shirt. So that's why I'm saying it's probably going to be more t-shirts of some kind. But there's a bunch of different rewards. There's one for the Richmond Hotel. You've got toe shoes. You've got, the University of Los Santos. You've got the Vanilla Unicorn Gentlemen's Club. There's all sorts of different ones like Meltdown, Pacific Bluffs, Masonette 9. You've got the Los Santos Golf Club. A whole bunch of different designs for what looks to be shirts and other various rewards. So again, I have no clue when these will be utilized, if they will be utilized, and or how they will be utilized. But it does seem as if a lot of updates and changes were added into the files that we haven't seen yet. So again, it'll be interesting to see what Rockstar do with that, and if they involve it in some sort of new DLC, as in a part 2 of Further Adventures in Finance and Felony. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Would you be interested in something like this, a second installment of this DLC, or would you like to see it switched around a little bit, maybe a different theme? I'm kind of for both ways. I think it would be pretty cool if they went in another direction, but Finance and Felony was pretty fun, so if they were to do another rendition of that, I definitely would not be disappointed. But anyways, that's all the information I have for you guys today in this video. Hopefully you did enjoy, and hopefully you learned a thing or two. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. That would be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.